the royal family is entering a new era. On Wednesday, the government introduced a new bill regarding the finances of the royal family, and it's not just about the millions of kroner that could be gained financially. The royal family could also lose if the bill, as expected, is passed. The government proposed that the state take over the expenses for the internal maintenance of palaces and residences provided to the royal family in the future. However, at the same time, the king will lose the right to use Zorgherfri Castle. It is proposed to transfer to the disposal of King Frederick X the castle's mansions etc., which were provided to Queen Margrethe. However, this does not apply to Zorgherfri Castle, which thus passes into the possession of the state, although it is assumed that, according to the new bill, the royal couple will still have the right to use 4 official residences associated with Zorgherfri Castle. The royal family retains the right to use 4 mansions in Amalienborg, Fredensborg, Grassen Palace, the Hermitage Palace, and the Yellow Mansion located in allocate. Zorgherfri Palace, which no longer belongs to the royal family, historically held great significance for the royal family. Queen Margrethe's father, King Frederick IX, was born in this castle, which was the favorite summer residence of his parents, Christian X and Queen Alexandrine. In later times, Count Christian and Countess Anne Dorte also lived in Zorgherfri Castle, residing in the so-called ladies' wing of the castle. Princess Elizabeth also lived in Zorgherfri Castle, where she grew up as the daughter of Crown Prince Knud and Caroline Mathilde. This year, the government will allocate an extraordinary allocation of 29 million Danish kroner. According to this statement from the Prime Minister's office, this should ensure that the royal household has an appropriate solvency ratio and sufficient capital for investments and expenses resulting from the change of throne. The plan shows that the government wants to allocate 12 million kroner to Queen Margrethe, who abdicated on January 14th after announcing it in her New Year's speech 2 weeks earlier. Crown Prince Christian also supported the government's decision. He does not yet receive his own allowance. He will only receive this when he establishes his own household, but out of the 123 million kroner allocated to the royal couple, the Crown Prince has been allocated 4 million kroner. When the Crown Prince later receives his own pension, the transfer to the royal couple will be reduced by the same amount, 4 million Danish kroner. The Danish Parliament must consider these 3 bills, with the first reading scheduled for April 19th. It is planned that the law will come into force on February 1st. It will have retroactive effect. Thus, after the laws are passed, post-regulation will occur. As announced earlier, according to the government's plan, the state will take over the internal maintenance of the castles and mansions of the royal household. This is justified by the fact that they are a national cultural heritage. The Prime Minister previously stated that the government will increase spending on the royal household.